This 17-year-old girl is carrying her 1.5-year-old baby. I found out I was pregnant the time I was going to school. I have since called the person responsible for the pregnancy, but he immediately switched off the phone. For more than 5 years now, the problem of teen pregnancies has continued to be a serious problem, and it is very common to find children under the age of 18 carrying babies across the country. When I went to their place, his mother told me not to report him and to ignore everything. She said that they would see if it was indeed their child when I gave birth. I had just come from school and he convinced me to sleep with him. I got pregnant. When I gave birth, I told him, but no response from him. By analysis, the number of teenage pregnancies in the last 3 years is still high, even though between 2019 and 2020 it had dropped by almost 4,000. The permanent secretary in the Ministry of Gender and Family Promotion acknowledges that indeed the issue is not being resolved as desired. The number of teenage pregnancies between 2018 and 2019 increased from 19,832 to 23,628. The numbers reduced from January 2020 to December 2020 to 19,701 from 23,628. But that number is still really high. More than 19,000 teenagers. They are still young, their bodies are not mature, they lack knowledge and capacity to take care of their children. The challenge is still indeed big. This is also confirmed by the fact that the number of those who are being prosecuted by the Rwanda Investigation Bureau is also on the rise, according to RIB spokesperson Dr. Thierry Murangira.
We received 3,433 cases in the years 2018-2019, 4,077 cases in 2019-2020, and 5,330 in 2020-2021. That's an increase of 55%. Among those, 3,199 were raped and got pregnant. Those that were raped and didn't get pregnant account for 10,447.
Abasambanyijwe ntibaterwa inda ni 10,447.
According to Rwanda's Senate, the issue is a big obstacle to family stability and development, which is why the General Assembly last week discussed it in depth. Senators stressed that there is need for urgent action. I once followed up on one of the girls that was raped and got pregnant. She even said that the person that raped her stole the baby too. Just recently, we've been following up on another one that was raped by their parent in Kichuchiro. The Senate should make time and look at this issue in depth because it's a big challenge for the Rwandan society. During the December 2019 Umushikirano, the issue of teenage pregnancy was highlighted as one of the obstacles to stability in the Rwandan society, and one of the resolutions called for cooperation at all levels for this issue, as well as others to be resolved as soon as possible. At the start of the 2021-2022 judicial year in September this year, President Paul Kagame once again called on everyone to be vigilant so that the issue does not continue to get worse.
Sexual abuse and teenage pregnancies are on the rise, and for school-going children, what is clear is that if we're not careful, this could become the norm, but we have to show that we are against it, and that should be evident in the numbers reducing. We need to examine ourselves as leaders, judges, courts, prosecutors, and put in the necessary effort to see that these numbers go down by all means.
Expectations from the 18th National Dialogue Council, Umushikirano, scheduled for next month, December, will include the implementation of the resolutions adopted at the last meeting of the National Dialogue Council. According to the Rwanda Investigation Bureau, among the reasons for sexual abuse and teenage pregnancy is complacency from parents who don't make time to follow up on their children and take the time to talk to them and listen to the challenges that they face. Reporting for RTV News, Gloria Mutesi.